I work with Joe. Oh, it cost me a lot of money to work with Joe, but it's worth it. Completely worth it. You should work with Joe too.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Ask Valor Masterminds Podcast, brought to you by Advanced Services and Fuse Networks. My name's Galen.
I'm Joe.
And we're coming at you from the Creative Block Studios in Seattle, Washington. So, Joe, for new listeners and viewers tuning in, how did our podcast come to be?
Sure. So it first started out as a private Facebook group page where the purpose was to bring on different businesses to just share their knowledge with one another. And because we get asked questions all the time about topics other than marketing, we thought, what a better way than to bring on different guest speakers to talk about topics as they relate to business.
Right. So 3 years later and almost 100 episodes in, here we are. Today, we're excited to introduce Dominique Fraser, our guest. Joe, start us off with her introduction, please.
Helping 6 to 7 figure entrepreneurs build a powerful offer and attract a steady supply of clients willing to pay 5 or 6 figures to work with them. As one of the pioneers in the digital economy beginning in 2010, Dominique is an entrepreneur, author, speaker, and investor. According to the Hardbacon app, she is one of the top 10 influencers discussing money in Canada.
Right. And with more than 80,000 followers, Dominique showcases her strategies on social media, increasing her influence by encouraging successful entrepreneurs to grow their businesses faster by adding an ultra premium package. Everyone, welcome Dominique.
Hey,
Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, that's great.
All right. So as we do with all our guests, we ask some of the same questions. So I'll start. So what are some early lessons learned as an entrepreneur?
Oh, so many, right? So many, because at first I think as an entrepreneurs, we're trying to figure things out alone by ourselves, doing everything, with the small knowledge that we have, because most entrepreneurs, and me included, we didn't have a course, in entrepreneurship. And so I think one of the first lessons that I learned was to surround myself with, mentors, coaches, and also experts that already knew, the path to success and could actually help me reach a certain level in a few weeks instead of many years, right? So that was the first shift in mindset that really made an impact on my own, business and life.
So as you were growing your business and you were learning, what's one of the best piece of advice that you've been given?
I really love this advice where, focusing on one thing, one offer, one funnel, one system, one persona, and to grow that first offer to the mark of a multi-million-dollar, offer. And eventually then, you can create other offer. But this is the piece of advice that really, actually, it's where I finally reached the 7 figures myself.
And since technically this is a marketing podcast, why is marketing your business important?
Marketing is very important to a lot of, areas, for sure, to, attracting leads, attracting clients to you. But also, I'm a true believer then that when you are serving a clientele, and especially B2B, marketing is where you do have an impact on people, even if they don't become a client. Because every level of your marketing will teach something to someone, will maybe change their life. You will begin the transformation for your clients. The first time they are seeing your ads, they can have this big breakthrough that, oh, I didn't know that I could maybe myself create it, like for an example, like 25K offer. And then they will eventually follow the funnel, see a little VSL, and then learn more. And they will follow us on social media and learn a lot more because, on social media, we'll be talking about a lot of stuff, how to acquire clients, how to increase pricing, and eventually even like other entrepreneurs will teach a lot just online with their free content. So this is why marketing, yes, it attracts clients eventually, but a lot of time I receive message calls or even emails from people that says, you know what, a few years back I saw this free masterclass you said you did, and it changed my
Mhm.
life, and now here where I am with my business thanks to you. So sometimes marketing is there to help us make more money, increase it, grow our business, but it's also there to really create, because at the end of the day I think all entrepreneurs, what we want is to create an impact, right?
Yeah.
and
Right.
uh, and help other people to grow their own business. So this is why I love marketing so much.
Awesome. Thank you. Our hashtag ValorCares Initiative,
Mhm.
talking about creating an impact, starting your marketing. Our website's a great way to do that. Joe, shed some light on our hashtag ValorCares Initiative, please.
Sure. So it's just a way for us to give back to businesses who are in need. So if businesses, whether they need a brand new website because they're a startup company, or maybe their business has been around for 10 years and they just need something, a refresh, maybe to look a little bit differently, we have the opportunity to build websites for free. So they could just go to our website, click on the Valor Cares, and submit their information.
Awesome. Thank you, Joe. Now come to our part of our podcast, our A Advanced Services Pump You Up Quote of the Day. So we asked a quote from Dominique, and this is what I'll read it and then get her quick thought. You can sell absolutely everything at any price if you are selling the right thing to the right person. So this mindset shift, this pricing quote, why is this so important to you?
It's a quote from me. Okay. I decided to go with a quote that I keep repeating, everybody. and um and It's because like a lot of people will stop themselves by charging more, thinking that there's
Mhm.
nobody out there willing to pay that much for them, for their service or their product. But actually there is clients for every level of offer. Just the
Right.
other day I posted a nail polish. A nail polish, just a little bottle, costs
Mhm.
$250,000. Nail
What?
polish. Yes. Like
Is
this
it
is the
gold? Is
most,
there gold in there?
there's diamond in it. It's and the name is like the black diamond nail polish. But it means someone somewhere already bought that. You see, so if someone is willing, okay, I can imagine this is somebody that had a lot of money to waste.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing, sometimes a little shift in your message and positioning can do like all the difference. And what I love also by targeting clients with higher buying potential is
Mhm.
usually those people are looking to invest in themselves. They're ready, they have the money. And usually people who are already like investing in themselves, they do have budget on the side. So you will see that often. I did a little survey a few months ago in two groups in Facebook's group where I know there's a lot of multi-million dollar business owners,
Mhm.
and I asked the questions: how much did you spend last year just for self improvement, for coaches, mastermind, or just to invest in yourself? And I was really surprised by the amount of people who answered that questions in the two groups. I think I had like, I don't know, maybe 100 people uh, answering the questions, and everybody were saying 10K, 15K, 25, 50. I had some people saying $200,000 they had been investing in themselves the last year, 30K, and I had like a few influencers also answering that. And what I realized is those people investing in themselves, the moment they're starting to invest in themselves, usually the next year they will invest again. They will not stop there. They will invest, 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 because they just realize that, oh, they can invest and get, a lot out of it, improve my business. So I will invest again. And usually the amount of money they will invest in themselves will grow over time, because they know it's a good investment that will eventually help them, grow their business. So they will get the money back, right? So this is why I decided to go with that quote is I think everybody should take a look at their offer and see why not just target an audience that could pay you more for what you're doing, and that would be they already have a budget, ready
Yeah.
to hire you.
Right. Because every business owner wants an ROI, a return on investment, no different than you invest in yourself.
Exactly.
So now we come to the part of our podcast, our Fuse Network's Did You Know segment.
78% of ransomware demands start right here in the office. How are you protecting your business internally and externally against cybercrime? Call Fuse Networks, your local Seattle IT experts at 206-701-6040 for a complimentary vulnerability assessment to see where your business risks are and help your company fight cybercrime.
So we asked for a couple different stats, trends, myths from Dominique, and I'll share a couple of them. So our first one, myth: people won't pay a high amount of money to work with you. So again, it's that mindset shift. Talk to us about that, the preconceived notion that I'm afraid to charge so much because no one's going to want to buy it, right?
Okay, I have a good news for all the listener. I'm helping people I have been helping people increasing their pricing for many, many years. And never once we brought back the pricing. We brought down the pricing after increasing it. So usually the only person providing you to charging more is yourself. Just because you judge the earning potential of your clients, the spending potential of your clients. So you're judging it. So you are stopping yourself, or you don't think your value, you're not worth enough. You need to study more. You need more experience. And why not just try a higher pricing? And usually when you're not charging enough anyway, people are already telling you, your clients will already telling you, oh, wow, you give me this incredible service and it's worth a lot more than what I paid. So if you're hearing that kind of, sentence from your clients, it means that you can definitely higher your pricing.
This myth, Joe, you want to read that
Sure.
first, please?
People don't have money, especially now with the recession. How is that not true?
That's not true. And even when people are saying they don't have money, they do. So, and it's because it's kind of a conception that sometimes they're just looking at their bank account. I remember one client once, a few years ago, I had this client, she was freaking out like, oh, Dominique, I have so much debt and I don't have money. And and I told her, okay, say, you know what? Let's address that. Let's take a look at your finance and see what's going on there. And I will be able to help you. And then what I realized, she had a lot of savings. She had like $160,000 in savings. But because she didn't want to touch that. So just because she had a low month with a little bit less money, and she actually I think her parents loaned, $6,000. She was saying, I don't have money, but actually she was. So we never know. And I think it's a misconception also to think that if the bank account is empty, money is not there. But the bank account is just one way to get money. I created this, program in the French-speaking market where I'm teaching people 100 ways to get 10K. 100. I can give you like a few examples, like very fast. Like for an example, you don't have money, you need money like right now, it's an urgency. You have a car, you still have a loan on that car. But if you're looking online, you will see maybe your car worth a lot more than the loan. So you can always refinance the car. Or you can just go, like for an example, I own a Toyota and I know that my car right now is a RAV4, worth $18,000. But I can always go back to Toyota, have a rental instead. And what they will do, they will take my old car and give me back this $18,000 because this is what worth my old car now. So you see inside of a few hours, boom, I'm getting $18,000 created now in my bank account.
Right.
Or
All right.
just look in your garage or in your house. How many items can you sell right now? Maybe you have a 10K there, just selling stuff. Another example, I saw a lot of people when they are like kids are doing that, scout. They will create like a brunch or a spaghetti meal where they will help, ask people to finance their activities. Why not do that for your business? Bring in all your friends and all of your neighbors and everybody is your family, and then you're creating this big spaghetti party, and you tell them, right now I need financing, for my business. I need 10K, 20K, whatever I need, just to get out of this phase that is a little bit harder. And what I'm asking you, you can give me like some love money, or you can maybe give me a loan, a 1,000 loan. So at the beginning of the party, people can fill a little form. Are you giving $20, $50, $100, or you're giving a loan of 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, and you will be surprised how much people will help you. When we are asking for help is coming our way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This next one, this myth: you must already be famous or have tons of followers to charge high prices or raise your prices. Talk to us about that you just have to be someone famous, a big brand, big already presence.
I see that all the time, all those influencers with 250,000 followers, and they're not making that much money. And you can have like someone with no followers or almost none, and then you go on their Facebook account and you see that the last time they posted, it was like in 2008. But those are like hidden secret of the industry. So maybe this guy is like a super ad, specialist working for Grant Cardone, and we don't know. So who will you hire and pay a lot of money? Will you hire the hidden secret with no followers, or Rachel with 300,000 moms, but not doing a dime, or just with just receiving free products at home, right? So you can never judge the quality of someone's services with their influence, on social media.
Nice.
All right, so let's get into this mindset shift. How to shift the mindset of pricing for any business. So a lot of our audience, small to medium-sized business, a lot of solopreneurs. So people are out there already thinking, I'm afraid to raise my prices because I don't want to lose clients, right? And then your thinking is the opposite. So before that, what is one or two things that you see most businesses do wrong in terms of pricing? What's the number one thing that you see is the biggest thing?
One of the biggest things is charge per hour, because the moment you charge per hour and you tell someone's the amount per hour, they're just judging the hour fee. They absolutely don't know if you're quick or not. Maybe you're super quick, and so they will base their own choice with the wrong information. For an example, like you see, I don't know, like a photographer, like you have one at $50 per hour, the other one is $100 per hour. So someone will just take the one cheaper, but maybe the one cheaper will take 5 times more time to get the job done. So at the end of the day, it will be more expensive. So this is the error number one. And then error number two is just let people choose you. This is something that I heard all the time. Sometimes I can see like, I have this very specific, example. Last week, I met with a woman. She used to work for an agency, and when she arrived at the agency, she was able to multiply the income and the profit margins in the agency, and the owner was
Mhm.
able to sell that agency for multiple millions of dollars. And now she is helping other business owners do the same. And I said, and she said, yeah, but my clients right now that I'm attracting don't have money, and they don't have, more than 5K they can give me. And it's very hard also because they don't have the mindset. And I was like, why are you choosing them? Why are you serving those people? And she said, yeah, but those are the people coming to me. Okay. So why are you saying yes? So they are choosing you, but you don't need to choose them. You know, you can just say no and target better clients. It's a little bit like like in love. Will you just take the first guy that will fall in love with you, or you will choose him? Too. Oh yeah, but he chose me, so I married him. No, it's kind of the same thing. So I see a lot of business owners doing that. Let them clients choose them. And also what's happening is when you accept to be chosen by someone who don't have money, what's happening? People are advertising your service, to
Mhm.
their friends. So, and they will say, hey, you should work with Kalen, is not expensive. This is so great. He's creating this great, service for a very low amount of money. You should come to see him. But so like cheap people will just bring you more cheap clients
Right.
instead of like a high level paying clients will say, look, I work with Joe. Oh, it cost me a lot of money to work with Joe, but it's worth it, completely worth it. You should work with Joe too. Okay, so now you have high paying clients that will do what? If they're happy, they will advertise your service for free. By the way, those are the best, right? Those are the best advertising.
Yeah.
And they will already say to the other person, by the way, it will cost you, a certain amount, but it's totally worth it. So the other person is coming already with a price in mind, and they're already ready to invest this kind of amount. So this is why
So
that
how do business owners get to that point? Let's just, they're stuck with a certain client, but they want to get higher paying clients or increase their prices. So they have already had an existing presence with those people advertising for them, giving them referrals. Where does that shift start? Is it something simple? Is it just as simple as I'm going to raise my price 10%, $100, whatever the set amount is? Is it that simple, or does more go into it?
it's simple but it's not just about the pricing. It's about also the messaging and the position, because you cannot just decide it that, oh, you used to, I don't know, you used to sell a Dodge Caravan, and now, I'm selling custom Maserati. But you
Right.
cannot,
Right.
start selling custom Maserati in front of the CarMax clientele, right?
Hmm.
So what you want is you want to change your message and positioning. Very, very important. But it's simple and not that simple, because sometimes when it's for your own company, your own service, you're so close to your own company that you don't necessarily see your genius, you don't see your value, you don't see how to switch to this new clientele that you have been dreaming of. So this is why I think that it's good to have like a mentor, someone that can come to you from an external perspective and give you an idea on how to change your message and attract
Right.
the kind of clients you're looking for. Like, for an example, there's a lot of business coaches out there talking about how to increase money, how to make more money, how to increase profit and stuff like that. But usually when you talk about money, you will attract who? You will attract people with no money, because people with no money are looking for money. But if you want
Right.
to attract someone that's already making like a quarter, $500,000, what do they need? They're already making money. They want more for sure, but what do they really, really need? Maybe they need system. They need time. They want to pay back, to pay someone to get their time back. So you will attract that kind of clientele by switching, the messaging.
So I want to pose a real life situation for you. So I have a client, I won't name them, but with 40
Okay.
years with 40 years of experience, they provide a service. The one thing that's hurting them in the marketplace is they have terrible online reviews. So
Mhm.
in their mind, they have to be a certain price to attract something, because if they charge a premium price, the reputation doesn't match like the price. So what would you say to a business like that? How would you coach them out of that situation? So if I give you an example, out of a 5-star rating, they're under a 4-star rating, and 2 years ago, they're low 2-star, and we're real close to getting them over 4-star. But what would you say to that business?
Okay, for sure you want what is cool about rating is eventually, if you're getting more ratings, the ratings that are there and bad will, slowly, be
Correct.
gone. You be gone. And what you want also is to slowly, attract those 5-star rating instead. So, and remove this bad, those bad ratings. Also, it's to see how can you maybe talk to those people and offer them something. So maybe the rating, because the person that wrote the bad rating, they can always change it. Okay, you
Right.
can't, but they can. And so I have an example here that something happens in the French speaking market here in Canada. A guy, uh, actually, someone was very pissed with this person. I think it was a coach, and he passed in a television show. But this television show is renowned, to talk about very bad companies. Okay.
Right.
So he was drawn to this show, because of like a very angry clients. And after the show, he thought he was gone, like I'm done. Like everybody in the interior area saw me on television looking bad, and he actually hired someone to work a lot with SEOs and ratings, and he passed a lot of investment to that. And now when we're looking for his name, the TV shows not show up anymore in Google.
Hmm.
So possibly it's there somewhere, like maybe in the hundreds pages, but it's not in the first pages anymore. And I think also people love honesty. People love authenticity more than ever these days.
Yeah.
So, and people can understand that you can make some errors also. So this is something that you can do, or you can maybe just restart in a new venture with another name, and that's it.
A fresh,
Yeah, fresh
right?
start. Like just start and look at all the businesses out there that went to, and especially the big ones that went through like very bad phases. They came back with a new name, new branding, new everything. So
Right.
sometimes
So
it's just this.
we're coming out of COVID, so it's a repivot, a refresh.
Yeah,
You're
a
you're definitely
rebranding.
very authentic. For our listeners and viewers that wanted to connect with you, what's the best way to connect with you?
The best way to connect with me is through my website, so dominiquefraser.com. And right now you have also like a free ebook there. So the best
Right.
way to attract elite clients that you can download.
All right. So everyone check that out and get your free ebook. Before we close, Joe, one last plug for our hashtag ValorCares Initiative, please.
We'll keep it simple. If you own a business and you need a website, go to our website and apply for a free website to be built.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So, Dominique, thanks for your time today. There's a lot we were compressing in a short amount of time. So please feel free to reach out to her, visit her website, get that white paper, and if something intrigues you, feel free to reach out. But on behalf of our sponsors, A Advanced Services and Fuse Networks, my name's Galen.
I'm Joe.
I'm coming at you from the Creative Block Studios in Seattle. Thank you, Dominique.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching and listening to this episode of the Ask Valor Masterminds podcast. Thanks, everyone.